you stuck in a rut today, friends? Are you just dragging and struggling to get things done? If you are in good company. I am the same way, but let's get up and get moving together. We are going to be just doing a get it all done type of video today, bouncing around from task to task, thing to thing, day to day, just doing things that need to be done around the house. And I will also be sharing with you a fun little hack and tip and a cool gadget at the very end that has made my life easier as well. So if you are needing a motivation and a friend to clean with, hit that like button and we're going to jump right on in to today's cleaning. Are y'all seeing this room? This is my middle child's room. If you've been here any time, you know this room is usually a disaster. This is not bad. I'm gonna hang up some clothes over here for him. I asked him, he had his arts and crafts kind of all over the floor. I asked him to at least get those up off the floor so I could come in here and do a little spring cleaning. So anyways, I just had to document this moment because this is huge. I'm gonna do a little tidy up here, and then we are gonna get to, I'm gonna vacuum the floors. I'm gonna dust first, top to bottom, dust, vacuum the floors, just do a little bit of a tidy, and then I think I'm going to do the carpets. Finally, I was gonna do this a few weeks ago and just didn't get to it. And then I may even attempt to take down, we might get ahead of ourselves. I may try to take these down if my dryer or my washer opens up here in a second. Take these down and wash them. So here we go.
For a while, trying to please everyone who's around me. I've been putting on my fake smile, even though I'm wasting time. I don't want to be trapped in a box, trying to be like the rest when I'm not. I just wanna go my own way, gonna let the past burn down. Cause honestly, don't wanna be stuck in boring conversations with you. With you, I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I'll be going away for a while. Oh, and I don't know what I'll find. Maybe I can be a rock star, playing songs on my guitar. I know I have to be somewhere else to be able to find myself. Shouldn't be so complicated. If I listen to my heart, I'm gonna leave it all behind, find myself, I'm gonna start over new. Yeah, I'm on my way now. 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 I don't want to be trapped in a box. I just wanna go my own way. 'Cause I am on my way. I am on my way.
So as I am doing this voiceover for this video, this is my kids' official last day of school for the school year. I don't know about you guys, but this one seemed to fly by especially fast. So it is Friday, May 23rd when I'm doing this voiceover. So let me know in the comments below if you have kids, are they still in school? When do they get out if they're not out already? Or if they are out, when did they get out? And let us know, what are your plans for the summer? Do you guys have big plans? Do you stay around home? Do you go to the beach, take vacations? What is it you have planned for the summer? We would love to know in the comments below. We've got quite a bit of things on our agenda this summer, and including a beach trip that we do every summer. We will be doing that, as well as a lot of camps and little weekend trips to different places and just trying to enjoy all the time. Just kidding, won't be doing my curtains just yet because they are screwed in. So, I thought I heard something. Unless I go get a screwdriver, which I'm not gonna do right now. So, I'm gonna tidy up this area and then we'll just do the carpets for now. So I was just going through and tidying up his room, as you saw, just putting everything away. It wasn't really bad, like I said in the beginning. This has been amazing with my son's room. This one has just been a struggle because he struggles to keep it clean. We've had a few couple of rough days here lately, a few tough little cleanups, but we're going in the right direction. So we're improving, and that's all that matters. But at this point, he was still doing really, really, really well. But anyways, so I cleaned up everything, and then I was coming through and vacuuming really good. And then I'm going to whip out my carpet cleaner in this room and give this room its first carpet cleaning. And I knew there were several spots. You'll see me go over some spots multiple times because there were spots that I knew were there and smells that I knew were there. If you'd been around here for a while, you saw that I pulled up his rug. He used to have a rug in here, and I just decided to take it up, and I am so glad I did. It works in some kids' rooms and not in others, and this one just continued to shed, and it just ended up being a better a better situation to pull it up. So I pulled that up a few months ago and have been meaning to carpet clean it since I got this carpet cleaner back in March, but I hadn't done it yet. So today was the day, and it smelled amazing, looked amazing, felt amazing, and you cannot believe what the water looks like when I get done carpet cleaning in here. So I will show you guys that here in just a second. And I'm curious to know, does anyone else have a carpet cleaner? And if you do, how often do you clean your carpets, your rugs? What all do you use your carpet cleaner for, and how often do you do it? I am new to the carpet cleaning game, so I would love to know what some of you guys do with your carpet cleaner and how often you use it. So let us know in the comments below. Since this machine is so new to me, it was taking me a minute to realize, oh, it had hit the water line and it was full, so I had to go dump it, and you saw that water was so dirty, but I'll show you it here again in a minute, and you'll see how dirty it is too. So there was a learning curve with this. When you push it forward, the solution comes out, and if you leave it in one spot, it will kind of saturate that section with the solution. So I was trying to learn that. So you push it forward, it spits out the solution, you pull it back and it dries. And then there's another setting that you'll see me use at the end where it's drying only. So I was going over it multiple times trying to get it dry, as dry as I could, and then I cranked up my son's fan, left it, and it was dry by the time, it was time to go to bed. But anyways, I was having a bit of an issue there because I had not used this much, so I didn't know that it was telling me the tank was full, and I thought, oh no, it's already malfunctioning. But no, it was just the tank being filled up because, like I said, I had never carpet cleaned any of my carpets in my home at this point. So, but it did an amazing job and very easy to use, just learning curves because I didn't know some of the signals and sounds and things that I was experiencing. like I said, I was going to show you another shot of that water here at the end. Look at that, guys. That's gross and satisfying at the same time. That makes me feel good that this was doing something for sure, and it left some wonderfully satisfying lines in the carpet. It felt fresh, it felt clean, and it smelled amazing, and I really do think it did a good job, and obviously it was pulling up some dirt and grime. All right, we're going to go ahead and head on into another day, and on this day, my husband had gone through and taken the screws out of my curtain rods so I could come through and take my curtains down, and I'm going to pop those in the washer, and then I am going to hang them to dry. And let me just say, if y'all haven't done that yet, and if you have not tried the Tyler detergent, like the Diva high maintenance, they're kind of like a boutique type detergent, very strong scent. Now, if you don't like a strong scent, this is not for you. But if you love a good fragrance that's going to fill your room with amazingness, then you need to try out the Tyler Company detergents. My favorite are Diva and High Maintenance. They have a lot of others, but I washed these in that. And then I've actually done my littlest room in it too after I carpet cleaned. I think I have that videoed. I can't remember. But that both times I did it, it filled the room and made it smell so fresh and amazing. It just felt so good walking into that smell when I had it done. Oh my goodness. And then I just turned up my fan and it just dried them beautifully, and I didn't have to worry about any issues with shrinking or anything like that. Like I've said before, but if you're new here, I made these curtains. I bought them and they're purposely short because of cleaning. I just didn't want them dragging the ground. That may not be the style thing to do, but that's just what I did because of cleaning purposes. I did not want them on the floor, so my curtains are short, so I wasn't worried about really shrinking them too much, but yet I just didn't want to risk it, so I went ahead and hanged them dry. And then while I was doing that, I was going ahead and dusting down the rods and everything kind of all around the area. I did not have the wand, this one on. This was a Swiffer duster. I didn't have the wand, so I just used it with my hand, and you will see I picked up a lot of dust on this day, but it felt so good to get those curtains down and washed. I'd never done that. I'm doing a lot of things this year that I've never done in spring cleaning and just in deep cleaning in general. I had not done my curtains, no carpet cleaning, so we are adding a lot of new things this year, and it feels really good to knock some of these off my list. So I have an interesting story to tell you guys. I'm going to let you listen to some music because I've been talking quite a bit, and then I will come back here and tell you kind of a wild, crazy, a little bit scary, a lot bit scary story that happened to our family this week. So stay tuned, and I will tell you guys that here in just a second.
Probably use some heartbreak to get moving. Tired of the way you let me down. You fill me up with broken promises, 'cause you never keep them. I'm so sick of the way you let me down. So
Story time. So we live in the South, and we live in Arkansas, and we are considered what is Dixie Alley, Tornado Alley. We kind of fall right there with Oklahoma, Missouri, kind of some of those areas that get classified as Dixie Tornado Alley, which is really not fun. The springtime can be a very stressful time. A lot of storm anxiety happens to people that live in these areas that just kind of get those frequent storms, severe storms, and tornadoes. So we've been through some tornado warnings and some close calls, but never quite this close. When I was younger, back in the 90s, we had a really, really bad tornado hit our area and a surrounding town, and it did a lot of damage, just a lot of devastation, but we had not had one that bad since then. So come Monday of this week, and I know these storms, you'll have to let me know in the comments below where you live and if you're having a lot of these storms too. I know there's lots of devastation in different parts of Arkansas, more northwest Arkansas. There's lots of devastation in Kentucky and all over the country with places that are getting hit by these terrible tornadoes. But Monday was our turn, and they were even letting kids out of some schools in the area a little bit early because of the threat of severe weather. My kids didn't get let out early, and it turns out that the storm did not arrive until later than they thought. So that was good. Kids were able to get home and safely. They canceled activities. Classes were canceled. My daughter's gymnastics was canceled. I mean, everything was getting canceled because of this threat of severe weather, which we've had before and nothing has come of it. But long story short, it started getting closer and closer, and the local weather guys that we trust and listen to kept talking about, this is not looking good. This is not looking good. Well, one of the guys that I watch and follow on social media happens to live very close to where I live. And so we were watching him live there for a while. And then all of a sudden he was like, I have to go shelter in place, guys, and get my family in a safe place. I'll be back live as soon as I can, if I can. And I'm like, oh my goodness, if he's going to shelter in place. And then about that time, the tornado sirens went off. We had already kind of gotten things together to go into our safe place, which is our bathroom. It is on an interior area of our home on the lowest floor. We do not have a basement, which I hate. We don't have a storm cellar. Also hate, but I would love to have a storm cellar or a basement. But anyway, so we went to our safe place. Okay, my groceries just arrived. I meant to do this earlier. Just do a quick clean out of my fridge. Just kind of maybe take some wipes, wipe a few things down, and just get all of the old stuff that needs to get out. And then I'm going to pop in my groceries. Like I said, I just didn't get a chance to do it this morning, so we're going to jump in real quick and just pull out all of the old food and things that need to come out and get our groceries in. And we were in there for a little while, and we were still listening to some of the other news people since our main guy had kind of gone off, and the sirens are going, and I had kind of been out on the porch watching it before all of this kind of got real bad. And then I came in, and then things started happening rapidly. And so the sirens were going off, which that's not unusual. That's happened many times, but they were going off, and my kids, I've got 3 kiddos and my husband, and we were all just kind of in our safe place, and we had blankets and pillows to cover their heads. So at one point we could hear the wind pick up, and we knew something was happening, and the hail and the wind, everything was just hitting our windows. It got the loudest it's ever been. It was so extremely loud, and at that point I knew how serious it was. So I have, I'm laying myself over my kids and trying to cover my head, and we were just sitting there, we're laying there, and we're just praying, Jesus, please cover our family, please protect our family, please keep us safe, please keep our neighborhood safe, please keep our family safe. My parents and my brother live here, and we were just so worried, and it was just a very, very tense moment. Okay, so once we felt it was safe, my husband went out and kind of creeped over to the window and looked out the door and everything, and we saw that our maple tree had been completely knocked over. And this is, of course, my favorite tree in our front yard. It turns a beautiful red color in the fall. It had been completely knocked over, and then we didn't really know any of the other damage. We were kind of looking around, looking in our backyard. When we later were able to go out in the backyard, some of the tops of our trees were taken out, and we're like, this must have gone right over us. But we hadn't actually seen like the news coverage. We had just been following people on social media, and we didn't have like the full-blown news coverage. But there was a picture and video of this tornado, and we later found out it literally did go right over our neighborhood and like the direct path. So it did not let down and touch ground. Thank you, Jesus. We were so thankful, but it directly came over our neighborhood. That's why it knocked our trees down. We found out later it knocked down some of our neighbors' fences around us. It knocked down a lot of trees, but just only one of ours, and took out the tops of some of our taller trees, which is insane, like just how close of a call this truly was. So we are very thankful this week for the coverage of God and over our family, and that we just didn't experience more devastation, and we did not have major devastation in our area. So that was our scary storm story that happened to us this week.
You fill me up with broken promises, 'cause you never keep them. I'm so sick of the way you let me down.
As we wrap up today's video, I do not get to put a little cherry on top and show you amazing before and after. I was just simply trying to get a couple of things done in my kitchen on this day, and I get it about 95% done, and then I get pulled away and don't get to kind of finish out filming and showing you that nice after shot that I usually try to do. But I do like to be real with you guys and show you this is not a production or a show. This is literally me taking you along, trying to encourage you in what I'm doing, and maybe you see some relatability in what I am doing and realistic, task and things going on inside my house. That's what I always try to encourage you guys with, is life pulls you in every which direction. So just do what you can and give yourself grace with the rest. And I am going to instead leave you guys with a fun little mom life hack that I found out literally just recently, and then a little gadget that also helps me with this same life hack. So I'm going to leave you guys with that. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like it, and on your way out, hit that subscribe button. I hope you will join our YouTube community, and until next week's video, take care. Okay, I was done filming for the day, but I came across this hack. I never knew. 42 years old, never knew this. For grapes, I usually, take them and pick them off one by one off the vine. And my husband, so I ran up to tell my husband the hack, and he was like, "You didn't know that?" And I'm like, "No, did not." So I know there's got to be somebody out there like me who did not know this. You can take your grapes that are on the vine. He said you could even use this bag, but I'm doing it the way I saw it. Because why not? You put them in a Ziploc bag and shake them, and they all come off. So watch. I'm blown away by this. Okay, more came off last time, but look at that. There's just a handful left. That's insane. I'm gonna shake it a little more. Never knew this. I have picked them off one by one my entire life. There we go. There, I have to pick off 5. Insane. I'm washing these up, and I just had to share that with you guys. Let me know in the comments, am I the only one who did not know this? Did you know this? If this is like the best hack you've ever seen, let me know. If you've known it for a long time, also let me know. I saw it on Instagram last night, and I was like, awesome. And then my husband's like, yeah, I knew that. I'm like, you've watched me do grapes for how many years? And he's like, I never pay attention. And I'm like, You were gatekeeping this? I wasn't gatekeeping, I didn't know. That's gonna save me a lot of time. So now I can wash them. The coolest thing ever. Wow. Hope this helps somebody. Also, one other thing for grapes. If you're a mama of little ones and you are tired of chopping them like grape by grape, I mean, you still are chopping them grape by grape, but this makes it so easy. I just did a bunch for my little one. It just halves them into like 4 little halves, 4 little pieces. I'll show you. Try to show you this. It's hard to do it. That's not my dominant hand. Isn't that wild? So, you're welcome. If I can find this, I will link it below, but just saves me tons of time preparing my grapes for my little one.
All my time. Oh, don't try